Hello! I today have decided to do a step-by-step talking guide to curling your hair with straighteners. I have done videos like this before, but never where I have actually spoken you through the process. Washed my hair, I've allowed it to dry naturally, I just left it to dry overnight, and my straighteners are heated and ready to go. First tip, I like to switch them on and get them as hot as possible. What I noticed was that when I was curling my hair, I would start obviously in sections, and I'd start with the underneath and work my way through, and by the time I got to the top, the straighteners were so hot that the curls were just coming out so much better. So I switch it on and I leave it on for a good couple of minutes before I get started. The first thing you need to do is brush your hair through, make sure it's nice and smooth, and then we're going to section it. Okay, so I've sectioned my hair. The top part is up. I'm going to start with the right hand side. So I've got sort of a good inch width of hair here. If you're doing really small amounts, it's just going to cause so much damage and split your hair, because obviously there's just going to be so much intense heat on such a small area of the hair. Equally, you don't want too much hair, because otherwise the heat is just not going to be able to hold the amount of hair that you're trying to curl. Now, I always start with really strong curls. You can brush them out, they're always going to drop out, so start with a good hold curl. The stronger the curl is to start with, the longer it's going to last, and the better it's going to look when you brush it out. So trust me here, start with a ringlet type curl. Okay, so we've got the section of hair here. We're going to take the straighteners. Now, I tend to put the straighteners around this sort of area. We don't want it too tight to the scalp, so we're just going to bring it down slightly. I always start a little bit lower because I like them to kind of fall more to the ends. Again, you still want to start fairly high up because they're going to drop out anyway. So we're going to start about here, and as we press the straighteners down, we're going to roll our hand round to the right, and we're going to keep rolling until this section of hair, the other end of it, comes all the way back through to where we've started. And we're simply, once we've done that, going to pull the straightener all the way down to the end. Okay, we're going to go all the way to the very end, and then before we let go, we're going to roll it all the way back up. We're going to roll it upwards, inwards, towards the hair. Hold it fairly close to the scalp. I've got about a finger's width between my scalp and the straightener, and then we're going to gently pull it out, and there you go. So you take a piece of hair, your straighteners, put it out here, roll it outwards until the hair comes back. Pull it, keep pulling it all the way to the end, stop just before it gets to the end, roll it back up, hold it there for a couple of seconds, and there's your curl.